of, I write here, design of muff or sleeve. Design of sleeve. Okay. Now length of sleeve, which is L. Now this L is going to be L 2 times L plus 10 mm. 10 to even 15 mm. So L, so this has to be double L, 2 times L, plus some extra space is also required. So that is around 10 mm, 12 mm, 15 mm, depending on the size. By judgment, that is going to be the length of the sleeve. Okay, just by proportion, nothing else is required. So no failure criteria. Only thing is it should not be less than this, because if it is less, that means it is effectively you are reducing the lesser length of the key. So if this is say only this much, then this part of this entire length of the key is of no use. Only the part which is in contact with L, that will be useful. But since we want L and L compulsory, that means this much length has to be there. So twice L is a must, and plus extra because of this space which is there. Okay, now to find the diameter. To find the sleeve diameter, outside diameter. Now if you see here, this sleeve is nothing but like a hollow pipe. If I draw the sketch of a sleeve, then it will look something like this. Here diameter D and here diameter small d. So it is like a pipe, hollow pipe. Now this hollow pipe, you are going to apply a torque, and when you are applying a torque on this hollow pipe, how it will fail, that is the question. So it is same as what you are written here. So when there was a solid shaft, if it is to fail in shear, and it will fail in shear, so we are written this design equation, torque equal to pi d cube by 16 into shear stress, and you have found out the diameter of the shaft. Now same equation we are going to use for this shaft. This also is a kind of a shaft, a pipe, which you are going to twist. So we write here, torque is equal to pi by 16 into shear stress, and instead of d cube, I am going to write now d raised to 4 minus d raised to 4 upon d by 2. Let's see whether you can understand this. In the case of a shaft, there was just one diameter, so this d was not there. So d raised to 4 upon d by 2, so that has made it, in fact this has to be 32. So this 32 will become 16, and then now what is this basically? This is which we have written earlier, the section modulus for this particular shaft. So d raised to 4 is for the outside diameter, small d raised to 4 for the inside diameter, and then divide by the radius. So that is giving you this result, and if d was not there, then it was this result. Now for hollow pipe it is this formula. So from this equation you can find out capital D. So that is going to be your outside diameter, and inside diameter we already found out. So as a result, now you will see that everything is work out. So we have finalized the design of the muff coupling. Very simple it is, just because we already know this is a formula for design of a shaft. Same formula we have applied here. So both the diameters, capital D and small d, they are decided, and design of key we have already done earlier. And this small l was nothing but double of the length of the key plus some clearance. So that is how this muff coupling is designed. A very simple kind of exercise. Now next time we are going to see some other type of couplings. For example, flange coupling. Now all of you know what is a flange coupling. In the case of a flange coupling, this part is different, this part is different, and both these parts, they are having their flanges, and then these two flanges are connected by nut bolts, and then the power is transmitted. Here the sleeve is common, so in the common sleeve both the shafts are fitted with a key. Okay. In the case of a flange coupling, there is a partition, this is separate, and this particular muff or the sleeve is being given a flange. This also is given a flange, and two such flanges, they are fitted with the help of nut bolts. Okay, which we are going to see next time. Right now we are just seeing the simple kind of coupling, that is a muff coupling. Before that we have seen design of a key.